Welcome back to Kind of Connection. I'm Jason Gray, and I'm here today with Robert Henning from the Rockpile Museum, and I understand you have a new exhibit in October.
Yes, we're getting a traveling exhibit from Fort Casper.
Oh, okay.
In Casper. Fort Casper, of course, has been there a long time. They have a reproduction fort to tell that history, but they also tell the history of Casper and Wyoming more generally. So they've put together a new traveling exhibit. Well, it's not that new, but it's a traveling exhibit about Navy ships named after Wyoming or Wyoming places or Wyoming people. So it's called Wyomings Navy, and it has traveled to many places in the state, but one city that hasn't had it yet is Gillette. So we are pleased to bring that for at least 3 months and have it on display October, November, and December. And so we invite you out to come learn about some of the naval ships connected to Wyoming. So it's 26 panels, and it's got photos and history of 40 vessels.
Oh.
So I was surprised that there were that many Navy ships connected to Wyoming.
Wow, yeah.
So, and I haven't seen it yet, but it's nuclear subs to tugboats and everything in between. And a few of the ships are the USS Casper, the USS Natrona, the USS Washakie, and of course several USS Wyomings.
Oh.
So those are some of the larger, more well-known ships. But yeah, so that'll be here for a while. That follows our last traveling exhibit, which was the Evelyn Cameron exhibit of Eastern Montana photographs. So yes, so that'll be on our new exhibit wall in the museum annex. That's the Roy Lowell Memorial Exhibit Wall. And so we invite you out, and that is part of regular admission to the museum.
Okay, perfect. And then you told me you also have a book signing coming up?
Yes, first thing this month, October 5th, Tuesday, October 5th, we will have Mary Kelly, who is, of course, a local historian. Mary is a member of the Museum Association, also on the board of the Campbell County Historical Society. And so Mary has written her third book with Arcadia Publishing, and this one is in the Past and Present series. So this is Campbell County Past and Present, and it shows, much like on the cover, a historic photograph, and then that same place in town or in the county with a modern photograph. So you get the sense of some of the change that we've seen here, and of course there's been a lot of change in the past 50, 60 years particularly. So everything from, there's a picture here of Lasting Legacy, and then the old rec center.
Oh,
right?
sure.
So they tore the old rec center down and put up Lasting Legacy for a new manor, a new Pioneer Manor, right? So that kind of changed. A lot of buildings, landscapes, Fishing Lake and how it's changed, the Sky High Drive-In, and how it's now a neighborhood. Residential neighborhood. So a lot of the places that maybe aren't even that old.
Right.
So places you and I would remember, commercial entities, banks, hotels, public buildings, mines. It's just a really nice book. Some good information on that change and what used to be in this location, what's there now. So October 5th, Mary will speak about this book and her research. Probably tell you a lot about what didn't make the book, because a lot of times she'll have pictures and stories that just don't fit.
Right.
The publisher limits you to a certain number of pages. So in this series, you're limited to a certain number of pages and photographs. So come out that night to the Rockpile Museum, Tuesday, October 5th at 7 p.m. There will be light refreshments, and this will be a free event. So there won't be any admission that evening.
Oh, good. All
Yeah.
right.
So Campbell County, past and present.
And that's available in the gift shop.
It is, yes.
As-
$22.99.
Okay.
$22.99. So we do accept Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. So cash, credit, check, $22.99. And other things in the gift shop, which is what you were leading me to.
Yes.
This is a new one from the Wyoming State Historical Society. It's Wyoming History in Art. And it features the artwork of David Pauley. I believe it's David G. Pauley. And I actually haven't been around Wyoming long enough to remember when they did some prints of his artwork. That was the state centennial.
Oh, okay.
They did some special prints, limited edition prints of the Pauley artwork. And his artwork covers the history of Wyoming. So it's historical scenes of Wyoming. And he did, I believe, 20-some paintings, oil paintings of Wyoming historical scenes. A lot of those are at the American Heritage Center in Laramie. I believe a few are on display at the state capitol, and one is currently in Senator Barrasso's office in Washington, D.C. So his artwork is on display a few places, but this will show all of the artwork and have historical information with it as well about the scene that is portrayed. So this is a limited edition book. There are only printed 500 of these. So if you would like to have these, because it's limited edition and it's a special printing, they're $39.95. So a little bit more, but again, they are limited edition. If you need one, we have only 5 in our gift shop. That's probably all we'll get because of the limited run. If you miss all 5, see us. We'll send you to the State Historical Society and they can get you one shipped out for sure. So, yes, Wyoming history in art.
Okay.
So it's shrink wrapped, or I'd flip it open so everybody could see, but I'm not allowed to open the shrink wrap, or I have to buy it. And I'd like one, but I'm going to save these for you guys, for the viewing audience. I did bring some other books from the Arcadia series, railroad books, Laramie railroads. So if you want to learn about the Union Pacific and the other railroads in southern Wyoming, this would be a good one. Central Wyoming Railroads. This is a brand new one from Con Trumbull. Con is from Casper, and he's actually living his dream now, working on a historic railway in Nevada. So he's driving locomotives, steam locomotives in Nevada. I'm super jealous. I don't know that it's my dream, but I'd like to do it at least once. But he wrote this book. He came back recently, and unfortunately we couldn't get him up here to speak, but we will at some point. And Central Wyoming Railroads, of course, connect to our railroads through the Oren subline that all the coal travels on. And then this one, Locating the Iron Trail, of course, is Edward Gillette's book, and his history in Wyoming and surrounding regions. So check those out. We also have one on the Burlington Alliance Division, and those are all sold out right now, so I couldn't bring one, but we will purchase more of those. And we, Gillette, and this line through Northeast Wyoming is part of the Alliance Division. So there's some history on this region in that book. And then finally, of course, it is calendar time. We're not far from the new year. Don't throw things at me. But we're not far from 2022. And so you got to get your Wyoming historical calendar. This is a tradition for a lot of folks. Great stocking stuffer. $10 is all. Get you a beautiful calendar with historic photos. And I think we have a photo this year of Northeast Wyoming. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. The Rosette School. So we made the calendar. We don't always make it, but we made the calendar. Rosette School is April. So each day has a little historical tidbit. April 19th, 1944. Wrapping bag shortage seen for Wyoming.
Oh.
Big news, wrapping bag shortage. So lots of fun historical information on there. So that's all available at the gift shop, and the gift shop is open when we're open.
All right. And when are you open?
8 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
All right. Yeah. So definitely, go check out the Rockpile Museum, check out their new exhibit, and check out the gift shop.
Yep. We're excited to have you. Please consider coming in. We'd also love to have you join as a member, and members get free admission. So there's lots of perks to that.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.